Hey everybody, I have a really great video for you today. It's part of a playlist. I will get into that in just a bit, but if you love IOD, transfers, molds, stamps, stick around. You're going to love this. So I took my new IOD molds and I used some resin and I made a bunch of different items, the flowers and leaves and everything. Now I have these paint inlays, which are so much fun to use, and I have this wood blank that I got from Michael's. So I used my Dixie Belle white cap chalk paint and I painted it with a very heavy coat of paint. And then I just added the inlay and I'm just kind of using my brayer to roll it down so that there aren't any wrinkles. And then you just take your spray bottle and dampen the paper and then just dab it with your paper towels and then you just leave it and let it dry completely. And usually like an hour or two and you're good to go. And you'll know that it's dry because it lightens. And then you're just going to take your spray bottle again with just plain water and you're going to dampen the paper again. And then I just go over and dab it again and just make sure that the whole thing gets wet, because once you take this off and you just put it aside, it is reusable. So once I get it all wet, I just peel it up and look at this. Oh, it's so amazing. I absolutely love this. So this is part of the new IOD summer collection. And now I'm going to take my Anchor Dixie Belle paint and I painted the edges of the wood blank in the black. Now disregard this Waverly antique wax because I don't even end up using these molds, or the resin pieces from the molds. They're beautiful. Like, I think they're peonies. I don't think they're roses, but they may be. I don't think so though. But anyways, they're so beautiful. The detail in these is just amazing. So because I don't use this part, I'm just going to fast forward through this. So now I'm going to take the new rub-on transfers and I'm just going to pick out a couple of the images that I thought would work best with this. I was having really bad creative block. I had a really hard time coming up with ideas for this playlist. I'm not going to get into it right now, but I have a possible health issue. I'll know more about it next week, and I will definitely let you all know. But if you could just keep me in your prayers, I would really appreciate it. So anyway, I took these rub-on transfers and I placed them in the center. Now, if I knew exactly where I was going with this whole project, I should have placed it lower on the wood, but I didn't, and I worked around it. I think it still came out pretty beautiful. Is that a thing? Pretty beautiful? Anyway, I think it came out really, really nice, and you'll see momentarily.
faster car. Lay my troubles to rest. Blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me. No, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me. No, no, nothing can break me. Look at the beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna be myself.
Now, because I didn't like the direction that I was going with the resin pieces, I have this Follow Your Dreams wood piece I got at Hobby Lobby for like 74 cents on clearance. And it's like 4 layers, like thick. So it's a pretty thick piece. So what I try to do with these is I take my, and you'll see me in just a minute, I take my scraper tool from Cricut and I break it into 2 pieces. So I get, twice the bang for my buck. So I'm taking my Anchor Dixie Belle paint and I am painting these letters, the words, and in just a second you're going to see I put my paintbrush down and I go to work with my little scraper tool thing and I take it apart. So I end up with 2 of these, like I said, and they're double thick, so they're still pretty thick. They're not that flimsy that they're going to, snap and break as long as you're gentle. Now, you could try to separate them and they could break. I've had that happen before, but for the most part, they come apart pretty good. So there you go. See that? Now I have 2. So I finished painting it and let it dry. And then I'm going to take some of this Gorilla Wood Glue and I'm going to add some to the back of these words. And then I do take a little bit of hot glue just so that there's kind of that immediate hold while we're waiting for the wood glue to dry.
Look at the beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Lay my troubles to rest. Blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself.
So now that I've got that done, I am going through all of my little laser cut wood pieces and I find some flowers. So I take 6 different flowers and I'm going to use my Arteza gel pens to just paint them or color them, whatever you want to call it. So I use 3 different colors and then place one of each color on one of the bottom corners and then the other 3 on the other side.
I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me. No, no, nothing can break me. drive a faster car. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me. No, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me. No, no, nothing can break me. I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go.
And then once they're all done, I'm just going to take some more wood glue. I just put it on my finger because some of these flowers are really, really thin. And I just kind of dab it on the back of the flower, and then I just lay it down where I want it. And I will do that with all 6 of the flowers.
Not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me. No, no, nothing can break me.
And that's it for this one. I went around and just did some dry brushing on the edges, and I think it's really, really pretty. Let me know what you guys think. So this video is part of the IOD, Iron Orchid Designs collab, and a bunch of us creators got together, and we are bringing you the best of our best. So I will have all of these amazing creators' channels listed in my description box down below and the playlist. So when you're done with my video, head on down and check everybody out. You're going to love this playlist. Okay, let's get back to the crafts. Okay, so now I'm showing you the 2 IOD transfers that came in the summer collection. And I have some of these 7x7 frames from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to take 4 of them, and I'm going to take the paper out. I was just going to use the paper, but you can see like the writing on it. So what I did was I took some cardstock, white cardstock, and I am just going to trace the back of the frame, and then I will cut them all out and lay the cardstock inside with the backing back onto the frame.
I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm
Once I have everything put back together, I'm just going to cut out 4 of these flowers that I want to use. I tried to do 4 different colors, and yeah, that's pretty much all I'm going to do. Once I get them cut out, I'm just going to transfer them onto the glass itself on all of the frames.
so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me.
Now I'm going to take some of the resin flowers. I tried to pick the ones that would match the transfer itself, and I'm just going to take a bunch of different colored paints. That was the Acacia, and I used that for all of the leaves. And then I just used some of my terracotta paint to get as close to the colors as I could from all of the transfers.
Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town.
And then once they were all dry, I took some E6000 and I just glued the resin flower to the corner of the frame. And on this one, the flowers were so small, I used two. But I think these came out so adorable. They're so simple, but I really think they pack a punch. You're going to have to let me know what you think of all of these beautiful IOD frames.
I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else.
Okay, for this next one, I have this charger I got from Hobby Lobby. It was like 90% off, so I paid like 30 cents for it, 40 cents for it. And then I have my Dixie Belle Sun-Kissed color. It's like a creamy, like an ivory color. It's beautiful. And I gave it 2 coats. And now I'm going to pick out some more of the rub-on transfers from the new IOD summer collection, and I'm going to jazz this charger up.
I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. a faster car. Lay my troubles to rest, blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and knowing this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in.
Now, I didn't really care for that orange flower that was on the other side, so I did find a blue one that I thought went better, and so I just added that. That's the great thing about these IOD transfers. They're a little on the pricey side, but you can use them on so many different things that you can get a ton of projects with just one booklet. And also, you can mix and match. So it's fantastic. I love them. So I am going to finish with this one. And then I do take a transfer from a different booklet to finish this charger off. So here it is. I just took some of my color shift like purple paint and went around the edge. And I think this is going to look so beautiful on my table on one of those photo stands. I can't wait to put it out. I think it's beautiful. Let me know what you think. So before I get into my last project, I wanted to let you all know that there is a giveaway for this playlist. So C from CeeJ DIY is giving away one of the transfer booklets from IOD, and Annie from Crafting with Indie Annie Jones has a $25 gift card for Ellen J Goods online store. So make sure that you check out all of the videos and comment on all of the videos to be entered in the giveaway. Now, unfortunately, due to shipping costs, it is for US residents only. But remember, check everybody's video out. Make sure you leave comments if you want to be entered to win. Okay, let's get into this last one. So I have these resin leaves. I believe they're oak leaves that are in the new IOD collection. So I'm taking my Acadia Dixie Belle paint and I am going to paint all 4 of these leaves in the Acadia. And then I take the Serenity and I go over everything with a dry brush to bring out some of the details. And then I do use some of the white cap and I go over everything with that as well. So it just gives it a lot of depth and dimension, and they come out so beautiful. I love this Acadia and this Serenity. Oh my goodness, these colors are just stunning. So while those are drying, I have this tray that I got at the Goodwill for $2. It's like a little metal basket tray thing. And I am going to paint it with the Sun-Kissed Dixie Belle paint. I gave it 2 coats, went over everything. Actually, I think I gave 3 coats to the inside base. And then all I'm going to do is take my E6000, and I'm sorry, I'm a little out of shot here, but I take my clamps, I'm taking the E6000, the resin leaves, and I am just going to glue one leaf on each side of this basket.
I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down, feel alive.
So once the glue was dry, I just pulled the clamps off, and that's it for this one. So simple, but I absolutely love how this came out. I can't wait to put it on my coffee table and maybe some books and a candle, and it's going to look beautiful. Just another reminder, make sure you check out the playlist in my description box down below and check out everybody's video. Make sure you comment and like, and make sure you subscribe to everybody. They're all so wonderful. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a great big thumbs up for me. It really helps me out. It lets YouTube know that you enjoy my content, and they'll push it out for others to enjoy as well. If you're new to my channel or coming over from the playlist, welcome. I hope you'll consider sticking around and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget the bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a brand new video. I thank you so very much for taking time out of your day to spend with me, and I will see you all in the next one.